Hey guys, so before I start this video, I just wanted to say I'm sorry if my eyeshadow is bothering you throughout this video because it's bothering me, especially in this area right here. It doesn't look that blended. I had such a difficult time while doing this look that day, and I wish I had blended it more and done certain things a little differently. Maybe I'll redo it in the future and try and get it to where I want it to be, but I can't go back and fix it, so you just gotta deal with it. So sorry if it's gonna bother you this entire video, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, so for this week's video, as you can tell by the title, it is going to be the next segment of Makeup Basics 101, and for this segment I felt like I wanted to just touch on bronzer because I feel like it's a lot simpler than a lot of people kind of think that it's going to be. And so yeah, this look is inspired by Brickell, by the way, and that is her right there. I'm sure lots of people already know her. She is so stunning, and I feel like I didn't do this look nearly as well as she did, but I tried, and I don't know. She took it like pretty much all the way up to her brows, and I have a really difficult time liking how that looks on me, so I tried my best. And yeah, so I have two bronzers, and they both come in a wide variety of different options for shades, so I really love that. The first one is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This one is in deep bronzer, but I think they have like 8 or 9 different shades now. And I'll just swatch it right there. And then the other bronzer that I have is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Island Ting. And I will swatch that right there. So as you can see here, the Fenty one is a lot more like orange, goldeny, warm tone, whereas the Physicians Formula one is more kind of like cool, pinky, reddish tone. And honestly, I like both. I even sometimes kind of like go for a mixture because sometimes I'm more golden tone and sometimes I'm more like cool tone, and sometimes I'm just like in the middle. Went over the different bronzers that I personally like and have tried. I'm sure there's so many other amazing bronzers, but yeah, like these are great, and I figured I'd give you a drugstore option and a high-end option. And personally, the brush that I like to use for bronzer is this one by Jeffree Star. It is the JS2 brush, and it's just really nice. He suggests it for setting powder, I believe, which also it's amazing for that as well. I've used it for that before, but now that I've used it for bronzer, I really love how it applies my bronzer. Okay, so I completely forgot that I wanted to talk about two other brushes, and the first one is this Morphe brush. And by the way, sorry if you can hear my fan, I need it though. But yeah, this brush is from the 18-piece vegan set. That's the only way you can get this exact brush. And yeah, I really like how no matter what way you use it, it just hugs your face really nicely. And like, even if you wanted a little like nose moment, forehead, anything, this brush is amazing. Just as the Jeffree Star brush that I mentioned, you can get it all the great places. And a dupe for this brush is the Kat Von D number 20 brush, as you can see right there. I also went over this in my Jeffree Star brush review video, or whatever it's called. But yeah, it's really great for whatever. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the brushes. And so before I apply anything, I just want to go over roughly where bronzer would be applied. So a lot of people confuse bronzer and contour because they kind of go in similar spots, but they do two totally different things. Contour is to shape the face. Bronzer is to give more warmth to the face. And so for your bronzer, you want to apply it where the sun naturally hits you. So that'd be above here on your forehead, around here on your cheeks, on your nose a little bit, and I kind of like doing my chin a little bit. But yeah, that's personally where I feel like bronzer looks best. I don't really like the way that bronzer looks as a nose contour, because then it gives you kind of like this awkward orange line where naturally you don't have an orangey line there. You have a shadow there, and shadows are more cool tone, so that's why you would use a contour instead of a bronzer. So now I'm just gonna apply for today's look. I think I'm gonna go with Physicians Formula just because it's a little bit more pinky toned, and this is very pinky. Sorry, one sec. Okay, so I just get a ton on the brush just like that, and I apply it to my forehead. For my forehead, I'm honestly not really all that careful or precise, but you do want to get it like in your hairline, otherwise it's going to give you a very masked look, and you want this to look natural, not like you're wearing a mask. So unfortunately, I always have a bit of a lighter scalp, so I try my best, but you know, no one's perfect. So there's the forehead, and then for the nose, I don't like to do a whole lot of bronzer, so I just take what's left and kind of like go like that. As you can see, like that definitely made it more warm tone, and because the cheeks aren't done, it looks really weird right now, but bear with me. And now I'm just gonna pick up more product, and something that a lot of people do is apply bronzer this way, and that makes your face look a lot more like kind of rounded, or like it makes you look like you've gained a little bit more weight, rather than if you go upwards, it makes you look a little bit more thinner. So see how that like already makes me kind of look like I got almost like a faceless, slightly like I lost a couple pounds. So whereas like this side, see, there's a huge difference. And now just to even the other side out. And I'm gonna leave this in real time, that way you can see just how quick it is. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time on your bronzer. If you want to, go for it. But personally, I feel like you don't need to spend a whole lot of time on your bronzer. And this is taking me a lot longer than it normally would, just because I'm also explaining it to you. And don't forget the temples. I like to kind of like bring it almost like as a blush, just because I feel like your face naturally gets a little warmer there. Okay, and then just a tiny bit on the chin. You don't want to go too heavy, otherwise it's gonna look really odd. So that's it for the bronzer, and now I'm just gonna do my highlighter off camera real quick and I'll be right back. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of show you that even though this Physicians Formula one looks a lot more like pinky and red, it still makes me look more golden because it just works with my skin tone really well. As you have seen in previous videos, the Fenty one also looks really good with my skin tone, so that's because I'm a little bit more on the neutral side, and well, neutral olive kind of skin tone. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the bell to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked it, feel free to share it with your friends, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias to see all of the other looks that I do. Sometimes it's crazy like this, and then other times it's a little bit more on the natural side. I like to play with both sides of the makeup realm, and yeah. So, love you guys. See you next Wednesday.